Omega Katana. Yo, this is your boy, the Omega Katana here, giving you another video. And just for starters, I didn't write a script for this one because I felt too lazy to write a script. So anyways, it's about the recent video. Yes, I'm actually involved with a group called the Reboot Final Fantasy Versus 15 group, or Reboot Final Fantasy Versus 13 group, or the like. The description's right below the video, to their Twitter, to their Facebook page, and to the petition. I know most people are going to say, you know, dude, Square's not going to listen to you. They're too big, they're too rich, they're too this and that. But let me tell you give you an example. Remember Operation Rainfall back in the early 2010s? When Xenoblade Chronicles 1, and I forgot the other two games for the moment, did not receive US release dates due to the companies don't want to license them, plus they thought of JRPGs being a dead genre in the West. So what we fans did, we petitioned, they did videos, they did whatever they could to get the word out. And suddenly, after almost 2 to 3 to 4 years of waiting, 3 years of waiting at least, they finally got the 3 games out. One of them being Xenoblade Chronicles. The other one, The Last Story by Miss Walker, and forgot the other one, Pandora's Tower, or whatever. So, and another example, a personal one I like to give out, is when my favorite NFL team, the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, I grew up in the Philly area, the Philadelphia Eagles area, from South Jersey to Philly. So that I kept telling my dad and to myself, the Eagles are going to win a Super Bowl. No one will believe me. My dad said, yeah, they're going to win a Super Bowl in 10 years time. Fast forward to 2016, where I'm speaking in past tense. 10 comes 2018, correction. The Eagles beat the Patriots. I was so happy that I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fathom the excitement and joy that my favorite team won the Super Bowl. Let me tell you something. Those examples there shows you that dreams can come true if you put that mind and effort towards it. I don't care if you don't believe in God, or if you believe in God, or anything like that. If you put your heart and soul into it, dreams can come true. And you wonder why the Reboot Versus group is still there, exist? Because we are not satisfied what happened to Final Fantasy 15, especially with the story department. They dropped the ball on that big freaking time. And dude, you'll be saying right now, you're just entitled to it, yada yada. Dude, look at the trailers for verse 13 or so, or no more, era 15. They looked like they had promise, and they looked more than just a concept. And Square's being quiet about Final Fantasy Versus 13 and its era, what's the problems with its development in detail, like most canceled projects go for. But I have something that they have plans in store for Versus. And plus it's huge fan demand, as much as the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which people begged Square to do for years. So also, yeah. This group here is really awesome. They share the same passion of bringing back Final Fantasy Versus 13, as Tetsuya Nomura wants it. Also, these guys are really awesome. We're fellow Final Fantasy fans that want a good story, a great game. That's why we love Versus so much. Plus, the trailer footage looked amazing still to this day. Let me give you a look on the trailers. Take a look at this trailer here. I'm not going to play the volume or anything. This is for visual. Look how great the CGI is back in the day. Yes, it's a pre-rendered CGI cutscene, but take a look at it, and then take a look at its gameplay. It looked like it. Yeah, the gameplay looks like it's a little choppy, but it looked like it had promise, like excitement. Everything's moving everywhere at a frantic pace. You can control Magitech armors and yada yada. What happened to that in the final game, besides using a turret and the like? Also, let me give out another example. Look at some people like Neo GameSpark and some other people who are disappointed at Final Fantasy 15. Yes, there's Kingsglaive and Brotherhood, but in the final actual game, they barely gave mention towards them. Like they didn't exist at all. And come on, DLCs for a JRPG. This is not a Western role-playing game like Elder Scrolls or a fighting game or a first-person shooter. This is a mainline Final Fantasy non-MMO title. And there's still no closure. No, that wedding scene does not count as closure. It left open-ended to the player. It's not closure. The DLCs, I hope this week, what I've seen this week, there's going to be like a Final Fantasy live stream. I hope they don't drop the ball on it this time. I have a feeling they will. I have a feeling they don't. I'm just being pessimistic and not at the same time. So what are your thoughts about trying to bring back Final Fantasy, this video here, or trying to bring back Final Fantasy Versus 13 at least? Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe, because even though it's 9 o'clock, almost 9:20, feels kind of late where I'm at, and plus my sister's on the phone, don't want to distract her or anything. So that's all I have to say for now. See ya.